Hello, this is Adam Rayner, sounding just a little bit hoarse because I've been shouting excitedly here in the Las Vegas Convention Center North Halls. We're now on the Pioneer stand, and this is Mr. Ozzy Lopez, who, well, last year when you met the amiable buffoon, me videoing, he was a little rabbit in the headlamps, but it's like, okay, yeah, here's Rayner. Now today, the big deal is that, along with a couple other Japanese companies, Apple CarPlay is joined by another, which is... Tell us, Mr. Lopez, what's the other system called?
So today we're actually showcasing Apple CarPlay and Android Auto.
That was it, Android Auto it's called over here.
Available on our next line of products.
That's so cool. We're going to, the Android side of it, we're going to check out in a minute. But whilst we've had a couple of looks at CarPlay, I get the feeling you're going to know your stuff here. So I'll shut the heck up for a change. Ozzy, tell us about CarPlay.
So with CarPlay is one of the latest automotive technologies, smartphone for automotive technologies that's available in the market today. It's available on 5 current models in the market today. It is also going to be available on 5 new next line of products that are coming in the near future. With CarPlay, you're able to access apps that are available on your phone, but are really easily usable in the vehicle. The goal is to minimize driver distractions so that your eyes are always on the road and your hands are always on the steering wheel.
It makes perfect sense. Now, I do know that Pioneer's app radio system was kind of cool, but there was issue with every piece of software had to be approved for use whilst driving, and thus that was a big issue, whereas this, there's loads more people and loads more vested interest in why, has actually put that onus of the safety while driving element right back over to Apple for them to be approving the interface for CarPlay. Can you show us a bit of it working?
Yeah, that's right.
How's the radio opaqueness of the halls, a big metal roof here?
Okay. So more importantly, the apps that you're going to see on the screen here are approved by Apple. Yeah. Apple handles all of it. We're just a conduit displaying their image, broadcasting their image on our screen.
Yes.
So with that, you're able to access certain features like your phone. You're able to access your music. You're able to access your maps, your messages. What's currently playing now, you can go to the Pioneer's dedicated home screen. You can go to iHeartRadio. And do a couple of other different applications that you're able to access.
Go give it a tickle.
So we'll go ahead and show you. We're going to close the doors for this application.
Oh, okay, right, sure.
Interface here. But we're really going to utilize.
Couldn't shove the door shut for me, so I couldn't thank you. Sorry.
We're really going to leverage is the voice recognition of Siri and our operability, along with the hand controls using our touchscreen interface, and then using the steering wheel controls, which most vehicles today have. So the beauty of it is that you don't have to have a new car to enjoy new features, new technologies. You can have CarPlay in a vehicle that you already own. So we're going to go ahead and do a phone call, and we're going to call a friend of mine, Vicki Miller, and ask her see what she's up to. So we're going to use the voice recognition and the steering wheel interfaces. Call Vicki Miller.
Calling Vicki Miller.
How many times have you phoned this poor lady today?
I've called her at least 70 times today.
Oh, she's a patient lady.
You know, she hasn't been answering my calls either, so I'm just going to go ahead and hang up right now.
Bless.
Get back to her later. But we have spoken to Vicki Miller a lot today. With that, we're able to do other functions using voice recognition as well. Mm-hmm. So if I wanted to navigate somewhere, and maybe I do want to go visit her, but I need to fly over to where she's at, I can actually use the maps, and I can go ahead and do the voice recognition for the maps as well. McCarran Airport.
Looking for places named McCarran International Airport. I see just one place a little ways from you, named McCarran International Airport on Wayne Newton Boulevard, about 3.3 miles to your south. Let me know if you want more information.
So what it's going to show you here is the map on the right. It's going to show you the full map of what you're looking at and where you're at. It's also going to tell me the location and the address of where we're at on the left.
So how long has Wayne Newton had a boulevard named after him, dude?
Probably a long time. Probably a long time, right?
Yes, he was Las Vegas aristocracy.
So it shows you the ETA as well. It tells me I'm going to be there at 2:13.
Mm-hmm.
16 minutes to get there.
Baby, you don't have that dynamic navigation. Now, that's going to be more than 16 minutes during CES time. Now, that is super cool, of course. So we're not here to discuss the nature of the navigation of the googly-doogly, but this does mean, of course, that everybody got nav.
Everybody has nav view using your phone. That's correct, yeah. So now we've determined where we're going to go, and maybe I want to meet up with someone before I go to the airport. So I'm going to text my friend Helen Ball and let her know that, hey, Helen, I'm not going to meet you. I'm going to meet you for another 30 minutes or so. let's go ahead and let her know. Send a message to Helen Ball.
Okay, what do you want to say to Helen Ball?
Hey Helen, I'll be there in about 20 minutes.
Your message to Helen Ball says, "Hey Helen, I'll be there in about 20 minutes.
That's recognition.
Ready to send
Yeah,
it?"
the man's smiling.
Send. So I'll send a message to her.
That is slick. That voice
I'll
recognition.
send your message.
That's so good. And she knew when to ignore the line and going, ooh, and making odd noises.
Yeah. So now that we've determined where we're at and we've sent a message, we found where we're going. Well, now maybe I want to see what's going on in my music and my sources and my options. So
Okay.
I can look at my music and I can scroll around my music. So as you can see, the interface is very similar to your iPhone. In fact, it's just a mirror of your iPhone. You see your radio, your playlist, your artist, your songs. You can scroll up and down if you'd like to, or you can use voice recognition to call out the artist that you want to listen to or the song you want to listen to.
That is slick. That really is. I was talking to slick. This install is subtle but beautiful. Who did this? Is that you, Mr.
This vehicle was done by
Lopez?
actually 5 Axis Designs in Huntington Beach, California.
Good.
They do a number of our show vehicles. This is about the 4th or 5th year we've been working with them to build our show vehicles.
I recognise their stamp of sheer excellence. Getting to do this sort of stuff for the likes of Pioneer USA means them's aristocracy, doesn't it, Ozzy? Thank you so very much. Let's
Thank you, sir.
see if we can get another clip of the Android one. This is Adam Rayner and Ozzy Lopez signing out for Talk Audio TV at the LVCC North Halls at CES International 2015. Helen Ball sent you a text message saying, "Would you please stop calling me?"